Last time on Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn.
Look, I know what you're thinking. That I came here on purpose just to kill all of these people.
All this senseless slaughter all the time. Do you know how many people you killed?
1, 2... Do clowns count as people?
Hey guys, Ryden here, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. So, I've been gone for a little bit, and not really as you guys have seen, because I had a video ready, but I've been gone for a little bit, and it's still a little hard to talk at the moment. Or more difficult, not really hard to talk, but I might just flub a few words, so excuse me if that happens. Anyways, last time we were with Micaiah in the desert map, so there's a few things I didn't know before I started the map. One, I never actually knew in most Fire Emblem games that thieves had a 100% chance to find treasure. That's freaking awesome. That's gonna be helpful if I ever decide to play one of the older games again, not on the channel, but just free time or wherever. Apparently there's the base lard, if that's how you say that knife's name. It's the best knife in the game, but then again, like, so's horrid 28 strength cap is not really the great. And some of you guys are also surprised by the fact that I liked the Whisper's skill. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me, but it's the skill that basically brings the enemy's health down to 1 but doesn't kill them, and apparently a lot of people hate that skill. I could see why you hate it, but at the same time, like, in opposition to not doing a crit, I mean, I can see where you'd want to kill an enemy and then so doesn't, but the other thing is when you go for an enemy and you don't crit but you proc that, it seems pretty damn useful, especially if you want to feed the kill to someone else, seeing as how so I can't see him being a unit where you're like, oh, I gotta get this guy up to 20 right now, he's gonna save my game. But aside from that, now we have some base management to do, which I've kind of already managed people and what they're carrying. So one thing I did decide, although I don't think he has it on him right now, is we have a... Hold on. I gotta put something in the convoy. We have a... There's two things that we have. First, I want to take a look at Soren's magic stat real quick. He has a magic stat of 32. I wish it would tell us in numbers what the caps are, but I think he's gonna hit his magic cap anyways, but chests. So that's why I'm not going to use, if I go to our items. Sorry if I'm sounding extremely redundant right now, I'm just trying to figure something out with Soren. We have some extra items. We have Spirit Dust and a Talisman. Normally I'd use Spirit Dust just to get Soren's magic up, but I have a strong feeling that Soren will cap magic anyway, making so that doesn't really matter in the end. Although it would definitely make him stronger, but what I am concerned in is the arm scroll, because Soren will level up in every single magic tome. See, because see right now, he has a B and a B and an S and an E. And the E is in staves, which I'm not really too concerned about, but I'm glad he can use those, so I'm going to definitely equip him with one, if I remember to before the phase ends. So we're going to use this real quick. Oh, how does that work? Oh, does it only raise 1 weapon level? Okay, well that's still fine anyways. Getting Thunder up to A is very useful. Yeah, although I'd prefer if it was Fire, honestly, because Thunder is kind of... It's only really strong against wyverns, so I'm not sure if you have any control over which one that levels up, but still, I'm happy with that anyways. I did just start re-equipping everyone. I gave Oscar a bow, because he can use those now, although I don't really have enough time to train him in bows. I gave Mia the Tempest Blade, because I took that off of Edward, because he already had the other sword. Don't remember the name of it. But he had the other legendary sword, and that one can only be used by, oh yeah, the Khalid Bolg, and that one can only be used as him, as where Tempest Blades are just really, really strong normal swords. And I gave Ike some extra axes. I gave him a Shine Barrier, because why not, and some chest keys. Because for some reason in the secret shop, as I'm just going to call it, it highly recommends that you pick up some chest keys, but I guess that's in case you didn't bring, Heather with you? Which we did, so I'm not really worried. Wow, we can't even use men's staves, I don't think. Or staves. Nope. That sucks. At least I can maybe get him to use a healing one. As far as magic goes, he still can't use Rexcalibur, but he can use Blizzard, and I can give him Elfire. I guess we're going to have to purchase a heal staff for him, because But one of you guys told me to make sure by a certain chapter I don't have under 3,000 gold, and I think I know why. I know a certain little greedy Metal Gear man who'd love to have 3,000 gold. Works for really cheap, too. Then again, he showed up at the beginning of the game, so that's the equivalent of working, like, what, a day? Anyways. As far as skills go, I can't... We do have some skills left over, like Guard, which I think would be fantastic on Gautry. Although I'm gonna have to be careful and remember that he has it. What can I take off of him? He already has Provoke. Well, Guard and Provoke together don't really seem to make much sense. Who else has some really high defense? I know, I'm not gonna give Guard to anyone, actually, now that I think about this. We also have Pass and Resolve, which I can't really think of anyone that I'd want to give Pass to. Revelations, the game that everyone loved and was totally worth the $20. I didn't even finish it. I bought it and I played part of it. I don't know if it was really that bad, but I just never got around to finishing it. I'm gonna try it sometime, but... Disciples of the Order are here. They just appeared out of nowhere. Or at least that's what I think she said. Alright, let's get everyone mobilized. General, come quickly, our friends are in trouble. Friends? I have friends? What do you mean, your friend? They're just... Oh, Tormod! Holy shit, Tormod lovers got shafted this game. You guys weren't kidding. I remember someone commenting really, really early in the series, and they were like, Tormod's my favorite character. I don't remember who it was. They're like, Tormod's my favorite character. I just wish he was usable. And I'm like, oh, come on. It can't be that bad. Yeah, I'm sorry, friends. Hey, isn't that... It's Tormod. We haven't seen him since the Mad King's War. Extinguish them. Funny you should phrase it that way, you soon-to-be Cinder. What the... That should have worked better. Who are these guys? Tormod, your backup's here. Just hold your position. Much appreciated. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. Wait a second. Ike? What happened to you, musclehead? It's definitely Sir Ike, but beorc growth always amazes me. It's like looking at a different person. Between him and Sothe, I'm starting to feel a little inadequate. Well, that settles it. I've still got a lot of growing to do, so I've got to survive. I can't die like this. Alright, let's help these guys out. Get ready for battle. Alright, let's take a look at this, map here. I love how he's already damaged. That's nice little attention to detail. I actually really appreciate that. Oh my god. Holy shit. There's some treasure on this map, though. So I'm definitely going to want to bring Heather. Oh my god, there's a lot of treasure rooms here. And definitely a lot of points for some reinforcement bullshit. Alright, well... Who am I gonna bring? Actually, the team I have right now is fairly optimal. I don't see anyone I particularly want to take off. Nyla's pretty cool. Yeah, this is a perfect team. Great. No arguments. But I just want to take a look at everyone real quick. I saw some people have some droppable items, and there's some dudes with hammers and such, so I need to be careful of that. Who's the boss? This is a route map. Holy shit. Yeah, some of you guys were telling me that you wanted me to turn animations on. And I do really like the animations, but I feel like they take... Oh my god. I was right. So, for some reason, apparently, Oliver has a conversation with... This is probably one of the most said comments on any video, or like the most... How do I say this? This is the most repeated comment I've ever seen on any video. It was last video you guys telling me, make sure you put Raphael in range of a certain man. And I think I see who now. Well, I'm not sure what kind of conversation they have, but that's a little worrying, seeing as how he can kill Raphael, and Raphael can't fight back in any way, but we'll do the best we can. I'm just gonna move some units around a little. Whoop, no, reposition. There we go, that seems about right. I just have to decide how I'm going to do this. There's a lot more lance. Actually, it's just heavy armored units up here. This way can probably be completely saved by one person. So I'm going to send Ike and Soren this way, and everyone else is just going to charge up this little ledge right here and try to help out. Actually, no. It'd be smarter to send Oscar and Titania this way because I just realized they can't climb. A lot of our units can't. So, because as long as he can get up here, what we can do... I wonder... The way they're positioned, they seem like they could have a triangle attack. I highly doubt it, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. I know so far the only triangle attacks I know of are with archers, but it looks like it's trying to influence you to try it. So to make sure this crossbow guy has no chance of coming over here and wrecking us. It's just a fun idea. I highly doubt anything will actually happen. Let me turn on animations just in case. No, we're going to turn on animations by unit. On. Yeah, so you guys did tell me that some of the mage animations are really cool, some neat particle effects, so I should turn those on. And that's fine. I'll try and see those. Or you know what, since we're getting near the end of the game, I'll just turn them all on, but you guys are going to see a bit more cutting than normal because of that. Arc fire. Can this guy even... Oh shit, he has some range. Tormod might die here. If so, I'm okay with that, because I just want to see this, if it's a thing. I highly doubt it. Nope. Oh, I just realized I didn't save before the shit. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh, wait. Did I? I think I did. Although I would like to make some adjustments here now. And that would be that I want... Can Gautry... Yeah, he can climb it. He just climbs it extremely slowly. Which I think I can make happen with Raphael here. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so I turned the majority of the map animations back on. A much simpler way to do this, much like this. Perfect. Daunt is so good. So now that he's out of the way, what I can do, since I'm not worried about Soren just insta-death, Soren insta-dying, I should say, not insta-death. Actually, what I could... No, I can't get him up there. Well, I got lucky with Shinon last time, but let's try again. Think we can get lucky twice? Who cares, Deadeye? Just wanted him to be out of the way. As I figured, didn't work from a step above. These True Blades are starting to become real menaces. Let's use a car, but the problem is if we use that, he can't. That is a problem. There you go, Shinon. This ridiculousness. Woo! Strength and HP. What is with his HP growth? It's madness. Then again, I guess in some FE games, archers do have relatively high HP growths, don't they? Or snipers. Archery! Oh shit, wrong axe. It's okay, because I'm gonna send Ike that way too. Never mind, she triggered Soul. He's dead. Or wait, Soul doesn't affect damage. Shit. Or wait, yes it does? We're gonna run over here with Ragnall and... Actually, no, let's have him use the Silver Axe. Oh, but that leads to not that much higher of a crit chance, actually. Still 13 chance to crit, which is pretty scary. But we have Mist here who can put him into dying range. So that could work out. Attack? Oh, he has Blizzard. I forgot. We still have that left over. Soren and his wonderful tomes. Done. Alright. This axe, though. Ike just barely cares anymore. Apparently I heard that Radiant Dawn failed in sales due to a strong lack of advertising. As where Path of Radiance actually got quite a bit of it. So that's an interesting little fact there. Or at least something I heard that may or may not be a fact. Arc fire? The one thing I do hate about ledges, though, is they really, what am I doing? Oh no, he's dead. Nope, never mind. He's okay. He's okay. I don't know what's going through my mind. I'm like, it's Tormod. He'll be fine. There we go. Just gonna move you down. Or over here. How far can this, There we go. And that should be it for turn 1.
Oliver, Duke of Tanos, have care. The last time you faced these enemies, you were defeated, humiliated, and your Heron slave trade was exposed. By the good graces of your fellow senators, you were saved from death and hidden away here. Behind the backs of the Apostle and the Prime Minister, we have kept you safe. Do not fail us. I understand, Senator Hetzel. Rest assured, these savages who dare set foot in my home for a second time will be eradicated for the glory of our goddess. Ugly creatures deserve nothing but an ugly death. You will regret the lovely mercy you've shown me.
Okay, Oliver, whatever you say. Oliver, you have a surprising amount of followers for what you did. Oh, I feel like these animations are already starting to take too long. I do like seeing them, though, but... Oh, hey, another soul. Titania's my greatest cavalier this time around. Last time it was Oscar and Titania following close behind, and this time it's Titania with Oscar following close behind. Then again, I don't have that many cavaliers, since Joffrey disappeared anyway. The thing is, Joffrey was already a pre-promoted monster. So, that doesn't really count if I think about it. If I had Ragnall, he could fight back, but all he can do now is eat your arrows. Oh, God. Miriam, you're not as strong as I thought you were. You're still pretty tough, though. Oh shit, Fika. Okay, well, that was scary. Well, I didn't actually expect them to advance like this. That is a slight hindrance that can be solved through violence. I didn't mean to... I attacked the wrong one. Oh, no crit this time? Apparently there's a bonus experience reward for completing... Or the bonus experience reward for completing this map in under 10 turns. But it's a route map, so you do have to kill all of them. So that includes just feeding someone a shit ton of XP. So we're going to have to get Tormod and his friends off of there because they're pushovers. Their stats are just not up to par with ours. Even though they're claiming that they're going to help us or whatever. Wow, you can still take some damage if hit by an axe user. Okay, so... Get you out of here. Thing is, I can't send everyone up there, obviously. And, you're still somewhat usable, so I'll keep you around, but... In the meantime, I'm going to have Ike cover this spot with Ragnall. I no longer have to think about things with Ike anymore. So what we can do here... The problem is they can still come down and hit, the people down here. Although, depending on who those people are, it may not matter too much. Because someone like Titania could easily take down her opponents and even take a shot from up there. I'm just more worried about them getting the height advantage on whoever's down here. That axe spin is extremely clumsy. I don't know, this game is a contender just because I like so little games on the Wii in the first place. But it definitely is a contender for one of my top games, if not the top game on the Wii. Nice flare, Soren. And then because of that, I can... Oscar can't kill in one hit, which is a bummer. But at least I can set him over here, so that way Soren can't be attacked. Gotri, I'm going to have to... Because that's the scary thing with him, is that he can still take damage. He's not, like, invincible. So what we're going to do here instead... Wait. There we go. I could actually have him break the door from out here. Which is an interesting thought. But I'm not going to have him do that. Yeah, we're really not missing too much animation-wise, I honestly think. We've already seen all of them so far, so... I will turn them on during endgame, just not right now. There's far too many enemies that are just fodder. Killed! And a level up for Gautry. Gautry's one of those units that I think by max level he's going to be broken completely. Not that he already isn't broken, but... How are you, by the way? Yeah, you're no joke. Okay then, I think everyone's going to be okay, but I need to move Miriam down here. And there we go. I thought I just turned all the animations off. Oh well. Luna. I'm not sure, I probably have already said this in an earlier video, but it doesn't really make sense to me how Chrom and Lucina get Aether at all. Like, I know Marth didn't exactly have a skill, but shouldn't they have, like, a custom one or something? It doesn't really make much sense to me that they get Ike's skill when he's not related in any way. I don't know, it's like... I just don't feel like it fits them in any way. For them to inherit a skill from a character from a different universe that has nothing to do with them, aside from the fact that he has blue hair and holds a sword, doesn't really make any sense. It's almost like the developers... I mean, I highly doubt they were that ignorant of, like, the game's lore and whatnot, but... It's hard to believe that the developers didn't kind of think about that, and it seems like they just looked and went like, oh, blue hair, yeah, works for me. Okay, so, Shinon, you're gonna stand here to ensure that she doesn't get hit. I have Shinon stocked up on too many crossbows. I should have bought him, like, a normal bow or something, but he still has a silencer, and we still have, like, what, 3 chapters left? So we're fine. Plus, they're building their support, which I think is already A rank. What is even the point of proccing Astra anymore? Can you crit with Astra? Fun question. I don't know. Doesn't seem possible, like, seems like it'd be overkill. Okay, so it'd be smart to bring Soren up there with Ike. I think, because we do have... Or no, it'd actually be smarter to leave him down here. Because we do have 2 mages inbound. 3 mages inbound. And I think Soren's resistance is 28. So he should be just fine. Aside from that, let's see, can we get away with an arrow and leaving? Well, we have Kanto anyway, so... We can just go, arrow. And then Kanto. And then bow, or axe, and then Kanto. Because the thing is, none of these people can kill this guy in one hit, and I don't want them to get hit by any of the casters back there. Although I should probably be focusing on Oscar for the experience this time around. Kinda forgot. I just have him training with the bow, and it makes more sense to strike with the bow first. Talk? Oh, they can talk? Well, I guess, of course, they could talk. It's Ike and, him, so they'd have something to talk about, definitely. Ike looks funny using axes. I don't know. Skill! That was a bad level up. Has he capped anything yet? No. Skill? Wow, his skill cap is extremely high. He's a little low on speed, though. Strength could be higher. I guess the one thing Micaiah really does have over him is luck. Oh my goodness, what's going on up here? Oh, more steel blades dropped down to join the party, huh? Or, steel blades, sword masters. Wow, they're not true blades, they're just sword masters? With, some decent stats. I am actually a little worried about Gautry. He may be a mega tank, but he can only take so much. I will probably have to get someone over there to heal him if I want him to survive. The problem is, I don't have anyone who can. Like, I can maybe... The thing is, if I shove Raphael over there, he's going to get hit by a ranged attacker. Never mind, no one can actually reach him. Brilliant idea. Shove. I'm gonna watch that not even be close enough. There we go, Galder. And now, you can use this vulnerary. And now you're safe. Guaranteed. And you need to get out of here. But that should wrap up this turn. I knew they'd go after Gautry. They still have so little of a chance against him, it's hilarious. Although he doesn't quite have the strength to take them all out. Which is fine, because that just means the other guys will come down here and get stuck or attack Iker. Whatever they choose. That was a bad choice, mister. He may not be able to fight back, but... You're shooting at nothing. You're shooting at a bolt of lightning. I don't think the tomes in this game have their own weapon triangle, do they? Not many do, but... Ooh! More resistance and strength. Although I'd like to see that magic go up, so I wouldn't have to use the, thing on you to cap your magic. And Adept proc. And Flare. Sorry, Soren is just not a fan. I don't know, what would have been more powerful? Because crossbows don't scale, but would be more powerful if Shinon could attack at 1 range, if that was his buff, or if he could attack at 3 range with bows. A question for the ages. Anyway, Shinon's finally gonna leave. And you can finish the job. She's not gonna crit. Damn it, she's not gonna crit this time. Ah, that sucks. I completely depended on her doing that. And she doesn't do enough damage to do anything. Oh well. She'll survive through the next turn. It'll just mean that, we're gonna have to take some extra time picking up these chests. Actually, you can't get over those chests, so... Open sesame. Blizzard! Another one for Soren, huh? Okay. So next... Here's what we do. We attack this guy with you. We get Ike to finish this guy off. And hopefully increase his axe rank pretty soon. Although I don't really see a reason when he has Ragnall, but you guys recommended doing it just so he can do it, so why not? And you know what? Let's use the... Wow, he has a chance to crit Soren, but that's only if he hits. And Soren still has a chance to proc Adept and Flare, which is insanity. Either one is overkill. Wait, how did Soren just attack 3 times without... I mean, I knew he was going to double, but shouldn't he have attacked after the second... Or did he proc Adept on the second? I don't understand. Whatever. Anyways, now that those mages are taken care of, we can start moving our cavaliers. Vigor. We can steal Great Lance. You. I have to be careful because someone up here has a hammer. Oh, and that guy does have an Arcwind, so that spells trouble. How is her resistance anyways? It's okay. Oh, I forgot. Gautry actually has decent resistance. Never mind. Sometimes I forget that he has these things. So we can do here is Nyla can step up to the plate. I actually really like how they run around the enemy like they're taking advantage of being a wolf and using their extra speed. Whoa! Once again, it's still kind of difficult for me to talk, so... I'm trying my best, okay? Okay, Raphael's safe, and that's the one thing I was worried about. We're all friends now. I'll have him talk to Ike soon enough. And, that's about it. I was pretty sure he was gonna go for Nyla. You guys are right that Nyla is extremely broken. What was that for? I like how he went all the way around the chest to hit her. That was not a good choice. Level up. Alright, come on, let's see those stats. I was hoping for a perfect level up, but that's good enough. You know, it always seems like when people level up, when they get every single stat, it seems like they get everything except for luck and defense. Like it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then skip the other two, and then it's like, hey, resistance. Seems to happen a lot. What did I get? Did he drop this chest key? Oh, that'll be nice. I mean, I don't really need it. Oh. Okay. The heavens have blessed me. Raphael, we're indoors. How did you even... Shh. No talk. Just watch. And... Statue fragment. What? What does that do? Increases build? Are you talking about... Is it talking about weight or constitution? What? I'm thoroughly kind of confused. I've never... Or does it increase constitution? Body size and overall weight. Okay. I don't understand what that does, but okay. And dead. Silver bow, steel blade. I don't feel like dealing with them. Ike, go fix it. Wow, you could actually take advantage of the height right here. That's nice. But I'm actually gonna have Soren go up here and join them. Oh, this blizzard, though. And because of that, I can have him step in right here. Will that work out? Yeah, it will. And a Galdir for those two? Do herons even get a level 30 skill? I never thought about that. If I give them the Satori sign, I wonder what would happen. You guys probably already know that. Hammer guy, how far can you go? Not very far. Gautri, how would you fare against this man? You would nearly destroy his life. But I think Soren's a much better pick for this. Although he probably won't kill. Yes, he will. Wait, Soren has cancel also? So Soren right now has Adept, cancel, and flare. God. Just Christ. So I have to make sure I don't get him into hammer range, because that would suck. But he's probably fine taking on the guy with the killer lance. Should be right there. Just in case I get this wrong. I could just accidentally place him a tile to the left and he gets hammered. And not in the good way for some people. Okay. That should solve just about everything. I don't think I need to even bring these people up here yet, although they can start forming in. I'm going to get them as close as possible without actually attracting them. Next turn. Just gonna go down and fire at Godtree, which I'm fine with. Because that means no one else can climb down that way. Oh, the unnecessary twirls. Twirl, honey, twirl. Sorry, you guys are trying so hard, but it's Ike. I don't know what you expected. As long as he can still get XP, I can still happily do this. Level 9 Vanguard. More strength and luck. What I need, especially luck. It's odd to say that I need luck. But if the Black Knight fight is coming up, I don't think he's going to take a back seat and just hold back this time. Because last time he apparently just let Ike win because why not? Okay, Soren, I know you're super strong and really cool and all, but I kind of need you to heal someone. Ragnall, the guy behind you. One defense away from being untouchable. And Soren, I'm gonna have you stand right here. Hold on, I need to actually check, yeah, you're safe. It appears. Oh, and they can talk, too. And he can heal him. But first, I'm going to have Soren equip the Hellfire Tome. They're going to talk. Ike, please don't die. I don't care what happens to me, but you're my guiding light. I won't die here, and I always keep my promises. It's just like Soren praising Ike. I like Ike just walking on Soren and he's carving like a marble statue of him. That's a nice statue, but it's not that big. Not yet, it's not. Wink, wink. I want to use the hammer here. One of you guys did tell me to give Ike a hammer for this chapter. But honestly, even though that would be useful, with all the, you know, these guys, he can puncture holes in them. Like Swiss cheese. God, it's hard to say some of these words right now. Like Swiss cheese with Ragnall. Well, I don't want to do that because they're going to charge down the stairs after Oscar. Meh. No, we'll be fine. Maybe he'll proc Soul. Although, you guys told me that the level 3 or the tier 3 skills can't actually proc with ranged weapons. So, that's why Ike hasn't procced Soul using ranged Ragnall. Which is understandable now. I just don't want to waste the hammer when we don't have to, but it appears that we still have to. Hammer! What? That did not work out as planned, but it still works all in the end. I wish they showed the hit on the screen. To make you... Well, I guess it kind of takes away from it if you know what the hit is. On that screen in case you missed it or something and the game just wants you to panic a little. Which I understand. Watching people panic is fun. Well, there are some things that we could do. Hold on. So I can move Raphael up here. There's not really much point to this. If I wanted to, I could just shove Shinon over here and watch him go. But even he can't tank that much anymore. So I mainly did this just so... I guess he could gain XP? I don't really have a reason at this point. And Soren does need healing. Miriam, what do you have in your inventory? Oh, you have a concoction, and so do you, Vika. Vika, whatever you want to call yourself. And, let's just end the turn, I guess, and see how that goes. I knew they'd go after Oscar. I think I kind of set him up for it with the bow. I swear to God. Okay. We got hit by that 22, or by that 7%. I am a little worried about that crit, but hopefully the support gain, I'm not sure what... Oh, shit. Oh, miss. We're good. We're good. Guys, there's no need for this many reinforcements. There really is not. Well, I guess that solves that. To mitigate a whole problem, what we could do is we could blizzard the guy with the, You know, we're gonna do that since we're getting another blizzard anyway. It might help things a little bit. Or I could just sheen on him. Yeah, let's go with plan B. Oh. Genome. I banked that on you. Wait, break door? Oh, it's because he can range attack all the doors. Does Ragnall not have any crit on it? I just kind of noticed. He has cap skill now. I guess this problem could have been sort of mitigated by making sure that Gautry had some sort of javelin. But I'm too lazy to do that, so this is going to be our conclusion. We're gonna blizzard someone. Let's just blizzard hammer guy. I love that ridiculous map animation. Okay. Here we go. So now Soren can go back here and heal her. Because Soren's a good healer like that. He fights for his friends. Mia, I don't really have a place for. I need a force to probably come up this way, but it's not really necessary. Because we can just go from here and to the right. But that might make things a little more complicated. I'm gonna try and get Oscar a kill or two here. It's just, I have to feed him so much because he doesn't seem to outspeed any of the enemies, yet he has extremely high speed. Or is it because his strength is too low for his weapon? Let me check. You can't double with egg and bacon. This guy does have 25 speed. Oscar is 27, so... I just realized something very, very bad. Tormod will die if I leave him here. Whoops. Same for Mist. Holy shit, Mist. Your movement is not great. That's not good. I think I just messed up. Well, because I'm more worried about this guy because he has some very high crit chances. And Mist is not. She'll get doubled by anyone she fights. Actually, not this guy. Okay, hold on a second. We may be able to... Oh, that's not good. Tormod will die no matter what. Oh shit, he's so screwed. I screwed up. He's dead. He's super dead. I shouldn't have used Raphael so early. Fuck, I'm trying to think of how to get out of this. I shouldn't have moved Titania away. Why are you so low? Why do you suck so much? Now here's what we'll do instead. What's this guy's movement? This probably is not a solution in any way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any way I move. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there's nowhere I can go where he can't catch me. Not a single place. I don't even know if Oscar can survive this, or if he's just gonna get wrecked. Oh, Christ. It was a simple strategy. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. Probably because I was too busy panicking. Well, time to end our turn and just see what murders us. Oh, I forgot. They all have long-range staves. Are you gonna put him to sleep? That is actually not a problem. These two men you can put to sleep all you want. Ike has a nice man who will stand behind him and gently touch his back and fix his wounds. And Gottri's just wearing a bunch of armor. You hurt, dude. We did it. We did it! We saved Tormod! For not that I care anyway, because I don't really like him in any way, but I just don't want to let anyone die. It's very rare that I actually let a character die. I'm sure what the reason I let Devdawn die... Yeah! The reason I let Devdawn die was because it was at the very end of that, the Chapter 17 of Path of Radiance, the 4-part forest map or whatever. And, that map is not fun. I'd probably just had enough at that point. Ike, wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Come on. Oh, wow, he almost has an S rank in... Kill. Probably could have just let Chino do that. But these three will pretty much rule the staircase. Oh, so close. But anyways, people are going to need some help down here. So we are going to take the Wind Edge. And ready ourselves. Honestly, to me, this game is just as enjoyable with the animations off. But as per request, I will turn Soren's on specifically. Because his particle effects are really cool. Yeah, okay. They're probably going to go after Mia, which isn't too much of a problem. But we need to get Oscar and the rest of them up here eventually. Whoa, don't do that. Don't you have something that can cure Ike? Restores all HP to adjacent allies. Actually, no, you know what? I don't think he has more than one type of... No, he has Bliss also. I don't remember what that does. But I can have Soren rescue him if it doesn't do what I want it to do. It did not cure him of a status effect. Oh, that's right, what that one does. It puts the biorhythm to the highest effect. What a dumb Galder. I can't think of anyone who actively, like, spends the time to pay attention to biorhythm. Can't you take him off his hands? Take. Drop. Yeah, okay. As long as they can't get him down there. I'm a little worried about Sleepy Ike because, if I remember, Sleep allows them 100% hit chance, but as long as there's that shitty Spearman in the way, then all that means is that they're gonna do, like, no damage to Ike over the duration of his sleep. It might have been a good idea for Soren to Blizzard the sleep guy down. That might have been a better idea than watching this, but I have no concern for how long it takes at all. It matters very little to me. I will happily spend the maximum amount of time on this level. You messed up, buddy. Although, you're lucky because that thing's almost broken. What? But why? Oh my goodness. Okay. So, here's our plan B. We don't have that many ranged attackers. And I wish I had another Wind Edge at the moment. But we don't. We still have the Tempest Blade, which does have 2 range, but I'm not going to waste the Tempest Blade for such a silly reason. So what we're going to do is we're going to Steel Sword this guy. And then we're going to bring Soren over to help take care of this. But in order to do that, can they attack from... Yeah, they can attack up there. Almost enough to Tanya. Almost. I still haven't gotten a chance to get Oscar and the others up there. That sucks. But yeah, what we can do is we can put Titania down here, so hopefully she'll attract a few and they won't just go charging off to wherever trying to kill someone. And then Soren, what I want him to do is I want him to get over here, but it's kind of difficult. Items. No, I just want you to use the... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that keeps them from attacking. The problem is that this archer has a longbow, which can really screw Soren. Hey guys, Raiden here, and we had an unfortunate little incident where the recording audio completely stopped. So from here till near the end of the video, there's just no audio from my microphone. So that's amazing. Especially seeing as how long it took me to complete this chapter in total, which was 3 hours. Mainly because I had to get up and do stuff in the middle, and just the fact that the way I had positioned my units screwed them over immensely. With Ike, Gautry, and Shinon asleep on the staircase, 3 of my strongest units were taken out, along with the fact that there was ridiculous amounts of reinforcements from every side. Like, I was freaking out because I didn't know what to do, and there were several times where I had to worry about a long-range meteor tome. And even the end of the level is not quite fully there. Like, I had to restart at some point because of something. But basically, just to give you my basic reaction to all of this without actually showing it, which really sucks and I apologize, but I'm not playing the level again. Really, like, my enthusiasm by the end of the level was drained, and I was extremely kind of just... It's weird to say you're exhausted from playing a video game, but it was just exhausting. Trying to keep everyone in order and everyone alive and worry about height advantage and all that. And it would have been fun, originally. I think it would have if I had gotten through it just a bit more quickly. I got kind of unlucky with unit positioning and what they're supposed to... where you're supposed to have your units or the intended places. I think that... how do I say it? They aren't cheap, because they're definitely doable in fending them off, but I think the teleport reinforcements are really annoying. I'm having that same kind of feeling I had at the very beginning of the game with full armies of Kanto Cavaliers. It's just some little things that I could see making the game a little frustrating. Especially since they have all these obvious slots where you think, okay, reinforcements are going to come in there. But instead, they just appear at the bottom of this little area here with this opening. And they start teleporting in everywhere. And I don't know, it didn't quite make the level feel predictable enough. But I guess it wasn't too unpredictable to the point where I couldn't fend it off. The problem was I really had no one there to assist with anything. So it wound up becoming a dilemma, especially on that right side with the Cavaliers, as we've already passed, but getting Oscar and Titania through that, I managed to get Titania up the staircase, but people like Oscar and Mist, they were stuck there forever because I just had no one available to help them. I had to have everyone moving at all times and trying to figure out what to do, and it was a lot of fun as well as a lot of frustration. And I think that's one of Radiant Dawn's main things that annoys me, is that because of height advantage, there are so many maps where Cavaliers are just kind of pushed to the side. And I really don't like that. I really don't. It's just, I like the height advantage thing, but there's so many maps where I start with a Cavalier, and the map is built so you can't bring them. I think there's about 3 maps built like that. This one isn't. You can actually go around with the staircase, but the thing is, I didn't expect 2 waves of reinforcements to stop my Cavaliers at the staircase by teleporting out of nowhere. Aside from that, I'm probably just gonna skip in the footage to the end, where you guys are probably waiting for, and once again, I'm really sorry you guys didn't get my, blind reaction to this, but, basically, at the end of the level, you place Raphael near Oliver, and Oliver becomes completely enamored with him. Completely and utterly enamored. And, you can actually recruit him. To my disbelief, I thought the game maybe glitched or something. I did not think that was really supposed to happen. I thought maybe, oh, there's an error, but no, you can actually recruit Oliver, and he has his own little skills. I don't quite remember what they are, but he is indeed a unit, and I chose to do something a little differently.
Yeah, no, I reloaded my save. You're dying. I don't care if you are the only usable unit of that type in the entire game. I am killing you. You are scum. You're still alive? The world simply could not bear to be without me. Your crude weapons have no force against true magnificence. Uh-huh. Blessed with such beauty, I have no foes, only inferiors. Glad to see you're still barely clinging to that last shred of sanity. Just give it up already. I sincerely hope that Ike aethers him. Yes! Yes! Ike read my mind. I got you, Xeno. I got you. By the way, on the ridiculous note, still so many beautiful things that I don't own. On a fun note, Ike is capped out in HP. Skill and defense. +5 because of Ragnall. He's almost capped out in strength, and I think the Black Knight's gonna have a pretty hard time with him. The only thing I could see going wrong is luck, but we could always reload saves. Which I can completely just scum it, which I will, because I want to beat him this time. I don't know how the fight's gonna go. I hope that it's better. I've heard that it's kind of disappointing in here, but compared to the last game, to make it more disappointing, that would be a true feat to pull off. But anyways, let's just finish off these last few guys. I actually had to stop because the Wii froze, and I had like a miniature heart spasm almost. Because the first thing when a console freezes to me is, it's just, I'm gonna lose all my memory. It's all over. The series is over. I'm done. And that scares me more than anything because, it's really important to me. This series is. And I would hate for it to end in such a lackluster, shitty way. Yeah, the reason... Ooh, nice adept proc. And crit. He's dead. But the reason that scares me so much is just, I've had it happen so many times before. I've lost... What game was it? I'm trying to think of the game. That's the reason I never finished... No, that's the exact reason I never even got to finish Xenoblade Chronicles? Yeah. I never got to finish Xenoblade Chronicles because the same thing happened on my Wii, where it just died. It was a real bummer. I was quite disappointed because, hey, hence you guessed my name, Xeno is actually because of Xenogears. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed I never got to finish that game. I can't say I loved it as much as Xenogears anywhere near, but it was still a fun game, and it's a long one at that. I think it's like 100 hours on average per playthrough, but I think that's if you do every optional thing. I think I was pretty far in. I had to be at least halfway. Well, everyone's just pulling out all the stops. No one wants to joke around anymore. Ooh, okay.
Soren has to be the best magic unit I've had in Tellius so far, because, you know, Ileana had the speed problem. See if I can get him in one shot, or actually what I can do. Who needs XP the most? You're 12. You're only 7. Yeah, you need it. Your stats aren't bad. You're just not a high level, or a high enough level. Let's just look at her stats real quick. Yeah, they're not bad at all. In fact, she has really high potential. Let's use Wodao. This sword is so bad late game. It does no damage, but against an unarmored unit like this, you just get to watch it go. Oh, I think that's the highest Astro we've gotten yet. It's so hard to get multiple Astros unless you equip them with a shitty weapon. But I'm just glad we were able to get 1 or a 3. It's nice that she's getting strength. We're finally done. Ugh. Well, another storm weathered. It's late. Everyone get some sleep and ready for tomorrow.
Wiped out, not a man left standing. It must be the will of the goddess.
You are...
Raphael, how? You're still alive. I'm so glad you're safe.
I have nothing to say to you. So you know then. Oh, okay. He must have been a part of the council during the massacre. And, must have been friends with him. Somehow.
What we did was unforgivable. I was against it from the beginning. I argued with the others time and time again.
Oh, what's the use? It doesn't matter what I say now, Raphael. Despite everything, I'm very happy to see that you're alive. I beg of you, stay away from the capital. You must not anger the goddess. I've seen that man before. He's a pretty influential senator, isn't he? His name is Hetzel, Duke of Asman. I owe my life to him. Ike, I'm sorry, but can we talk later? Raphael needs to rest. Yes, of course. That was weird. Yeah, that guy does seem, like, pretty okay as far as the rest of the senators. So, why are you guys here anyway? You don't believe me, but it came to me in a dream, Ike. A dream? Yeah, shortly after that light turned everyone to stone, I had a really strange dream. I don't remember it very well, but it was like there was a voice in my head whispering encouragement. When I woke up, I knew what I had to do. I had to walk in the middle of these guys and almost get myself killed. I knew that everyone who hadn't been petrified was heading to the Tower of Guidance, and from there we'd all be saved. I had the same dream. I thought this must be a divine revelation, so we left the desert to make for the tower. Sounds like more of Uni, yeah, FF10 Yune's handiwork. Agreed. This is her way of gathering able bodies. I suppose a goddess of chaos will do things her own way. Yune? Isn't that the dark goddess I keep hearing about? Should I even be listening to her? I can't really put it into words, but I can feel it inside. Listening to her is the right thing to do. I guess it's a lot like the dream you described. We laguz are pretty intuitive. I feel it in my blood that Yune is the goddess of our ancestors. Alright, that makes it a little easier to come to grips with. Yeah, like, the thing I'm seeing in Yune's character is that although she's extremely childish in most ways, she does have a lot that she wishes to repent for, and she seems to show some form of sympathy. And, I have a feeling whatever Yune did is similar to the situation that Ashera is in right now, in which Ashera is getting ready just to destroy the whole Earth, pretty much, just because, and start it over again because people are rotten and whatnot. And I have a feeling that Yune got angry for a very similar reason and caused a flood and she's trying to get this, she's trying to stop everything from happening all over again, which is neat. Are you feeling any better? Yes, much. Sorry if I worried you. That was quite a shock. No problem. Can we talk about it? I'd like to know about you and that man. Yes, Hetzel. It was some time now, little while before the Serene's massacre. I was alone outside of the forest. There I was found and captured by beorc slave traders. The slavers sold me at an auction, and the winner was Lord Hetzel. I didn't know until later, but the bidding for me amongst the senators was extremely competitive. Lord Hetzel actually spent much of his fortune on my purchase. After he took me home, I fell deathly ill, mostly just from desperation. Lord Hetzel was deeply moved by my plight. He brought me to a temple and spent many days nursing me back to health. I have no doubt that he saved my life, but my wings never fully recovered. I haven't been able to fly since. Lord Hetzel felt terrible. Do you know what he told me? He said, once you fully recover, you can return to the forest. Members of the Heron clan, we can look inside people's hearts. I knew the truth of what Lord Hetzel said. He was being absolutely honest. I knew I could trust him from that moment on. Then the Serene's massacre. I didn't need to be told. I would have felt the suffering of many of my brethren from anywhere in the world. Lord Hetzel never said anything, but I knew that the senators had murdered the apostle and blamed my clan. Because of the monstrous ambition of a handful of evil men, my entire race was burned to ash. Raphael. Late that night, I returned to the temple, and something happened to me there. Some sort of force took hold of me. The next thing I knew, I was lying in the sand. If Queen Nyla hadn't come, I would have died right there. I didn't even realize how far I was from my dear home. So, Duke Hetzel is both your savior and your enemy? Hetzel was not directly involved, nor did he give orders to those who were. Something about him still troubles me, though. Whenever I think of him, I feel chaos boiling up from his heart. I sense it in myself as well. I have the same feelings welling up in me. I suppose that's why I can accept it in him. Your people, the remaining Heron tribe, they've also kind of changed. I mean, Leon can speak. Rayson won't stop, running around with that gun everywhere. You guys are a little different than I remember. King Daein has said that many times that Rayson and Leon are far from typical Herons. Yes, I was surprised when we met again. They're both so strong, and vitality seems to shine forth from within them. It makes you all wonder if chaos is really all that bad, doesn't it? I'm starting to think that what the world needs is a balance between order and chaos. What do you think? I would have laughed if this game had a system where it was like the Law and Chaos system from SMT, but that system's also a bitch, because getting the neutral ending is counting invisible points. It sucks. I don't know. I think there are some things we're not meant to understand. So, apparently after this next one, we are on to Endgame, and then we'll be done. We're really close to the end, and if I had lost that save data, I would have practically been in tears. No lies here.
The hardships of the journey lead the group to overcome their racial differences and form bonds of friendship and trust. However, Almeida, the Queen Mother of Daein, remains alone.
Hey, someone in the comment sections, just for funsies, pull up a list of, or can you write a list of characters in Fire Emblem that have heterochromia? That'd be a fun thing to list. Because I know Perry and Ranulph have it, but I don't know who else now. I'm sure there's another character somewhere, but I wouldn't know. I hope Lady Almeida is alright. How is she doing? Rayson's song seems to have calmed her for now. I see. At first I doubted her claim that she was the daughter of that useless old lizard. But even I had no trouble holding her down. Me, she's no ordinary... Oh, but even I had trouble. She's no ordinary beorc woman, that's for sure. I agree, Lady Almeida and Prince Kurthnaga share a striking resemblance as well. Not just their faces, but their mannerisms too. Really? They both have a giant red tattoo on their head in the same hair color. Is that how beorcs spot blood relations? We laguz use scent, mainly. Speaking of which, something has been bothering me about Almeida. She has no distinct scent. It's as if is neither beorc nor laguz. She actually told me something that I wanted to ask you about. She said she lost her power when she became pregnant with King Pelleas. So the ancient songs are true. What songs would those be? It is said that the goddess forbid laguz and beorc to procreate. If a couple breaks the taboo, the punishment is dealt to the laguz parent. He or she loses the power of the laguz and becomes something that is not belong to either species. Did you hear something? Who goes there? King Tabarn? If the songs are indeed true, then it is my duty to keep the honorable... Oh my god, it's total... This is... Come on, Bastion, please. Bastion, I need this to be you right now. My duty to keep the Honorable Hawkwing from or the Honorable Hawk King, Queen, it's not even a word, for being alone with my bewitching queen. Do you not agree, your majesty? Who? Yes! There you are, dude. I've waited, oh my god, and you're styling too. Look at you. Man, you look so much better too. You even have a cravat. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll throw you in a video with Edgeworth at some point. My apologies for the lateness of this, oh god, I didn't do it. It was like a weird accent. My apologies for the lateness of this hour. Proper social graces are the most difficult to observe in wartime. Bastion! Yes, it is I. I have been absent for a long time, your majesty. I apologize again from the deepest place in my heart. Oh, you're alright. How I was worried for your safety. Seriously, I hadn't heard from you at all. Like, jeez. Sorry to interrupt this tender reunion scene, but where on Tellius have you been, Lord Jester? What have you been doing up till now? Come on, I'm listening, out with it. I suppose one as swift as our king of the skies is unlikely to count patience as one of his virtues. Fear not, I shall tell you everything, but first I must ask you both to step away from other ears. And would it be possible to rouse the prince with the elegant white wings? Are you asking me to get racing? Fine. Do me a favor and talk like a normal person, would you? It's a terrible habit of yours, Bastion. I've never known anyone who talks so much but said so little. Ah, my dear, beloved Lucia, it pains me to imagine your piteous tears during those cold, lonely nights without me. Be of good cheer, little one. This day you may weep tears of joy in my loving embrace. Ever the optimist, eh, Bastion? Who in the world is that? I am the hooded mustache. Joffrey, is that you? Oh, okay. Joffrey's standing next to him. I was so focused on the mustache when she said, Joffrey, is that you? I was like, that man has a green mustache. I don't know how you think that's Joffrey. Joffrey, is that you? It is. Joffrey, you're safe too. Queen Alencia, I swear that I shall never ever leave your side again. In the distance, you can just hear Oscar screaming, God damn it, Zeno's gonna replace me. No, I can't replace you, Oscar. I can't. Just don't get so... No, I'm getting mad this time. You're going to replace me. I'm just a cook now, aren't I? No, Oscar, I like you better. Don't leave. Queen Alencia, I swear that I shall never ever leave your side again. Oh, I'm so glad. Wait, what? Oh, he was wearing a disguise. Oh my god, Volk, you look cool. Hello. I have told you not to speak. I've told you not to sneak up on me, Volk. Your Majesty, this is Volk, a spy and fireman in Count Bastion's employ. He was working for Ike during the Mad King's War. Perhaps you remember. Our captive has disappeared. Oh, he had the Metal Gear voice, that's right. Our captive has disappeared. He has been gone for approximately half an hour. He escaped. No, we must find him. Here is your next assignment. Find the escaped prisoner immediately. 2,000 gold. That will be fine. Make it quick. Understood. It sucks because all the characters who I gave the most fun voices to disappeared for 90% of the game. I'm sorry if I'm laughing so much. I'm just very happy to see all these characters and do their voices because I gave them awesome voices and then they disappeared and I got stuck with all the normal voices. Well, most of them. This is very lewd of me. It actually sounds like lewd when I do that accent. It's very lewd of me to take off my clothes like this after I was the one who asked you here, but we have an emergency. Would you all gather here again once we capture the escapee? That's fine. I'm not very fond of the dark anyway. We'll gather later. Joffrey, give me a hand, would you? I would like to take him to the carriage. Lucia, do you know who that man in the black cape is? I was curious too. It's no use asking though. Is that Gifka? I don't think that's Gifka. Neither Bastion nor my brother would say anything. Even Joffrey? I didn't think he ever kept secrets. A mysterious escaped prisoner, a man shrouded in black. It's a big night for secrets, isn't it? I don't think that's Gifka. Laguz don't wear armor, so that wouldn't be Gifka, it would be someone else. Is he gonna be like, is he gonna be like the father of our little 3 green hairs in the No, that wouldn't make any sense. I actually don't remember what happened to their father, because I remember them saying that their mother, which we met, basically abandoned them, and they didn't want to go anywhere near her. But hey, we have some info conversations, we can finally forge things, but I'm going to leave it for next episode, because this episode in total took around 3 hours to record. So, yeah, these episodes are getting kind of long, so I'm sorry if, one, they're chopped up quite a bit, because I do have to put them in a watchable time frame, and two, if I start, kind of, I guess I'd say, becoming less attentive and drowsy at the end, because I'll just say, playing a game for 3 hours, that's just the same thing, can become very monotonous really quickly if the map does not end. So anyways, I hope you guys have or enjoyed this episode regardless of my verbal flubbing everywhere. And if you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you want to become a member of the Dust Brigade, just click subscribe. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Riding out.